Well, welcome to the WSA-TV Women's Premier Show. I'm Laura Rubenstein, and I'm excited today because what we're talking about is just that, the passion in your life, for your work, for just that vim and vigor that you have. And have you been struggling with it? Do you want to know how to stay passionate in that work and in your life? Well, I've got some very special guests today, our expert women from Women's Speakers Association who are premier members here. So let's go say hi. And hi, Gloria.
Hi, I'm Gloria Riley. I'm a finance coach and speaker. I live right outside of Atlanta, Georgia, and I can be reached at gloriariley.com.
Great to have you, Gloria. Hi, Patricia.
Hi, I am Patricia England. I'm a writer and an author, and you can reach me at iamaphenomenalwoman.com, and I am from New Jersey.
Awesome. Yes, you are a phenomenal woman. I love that. And hi, Kiara.
Hi, my name is Kiara Marapudi. I am a reinvention specialist. I'm also the global business connector for the Women's Speakers Association in San Diego, and I can be reached on kiaramarapudi.com.
Awesome. So great to have you ladies here today to talk about how to stay passionate in your work and life. So I'd like to know what advice you can give our viewers today, Gloria, on just that.
Staying passionate with your work and life is really just about being true to who you are and just really being in touch with how you feel and being able to share that with others by teaching them and showing them what passion is all about. Passion allows you to really be true to yourself and to be you.
And would you agree that when you're teaching something that you're passionate about, it enlivens your own passion?
It really does. It really does. I'm passionate about finance, and I had the opportunity to just really, I would say I'm honored to be able to share that passion with my clients and to help them realize by being disciplined, they can eventually enjoy and live out their own passions.
Oh, that's wonderful. So I love this advice that you're kind of alluding to is if you don't like finance, delegate that to someone so you can live your passion.
Yes,
Beautiful.
absolutely.
Well, thank you for that. And thank you for the work you do, because I know there's tons of people who can just say, oh, finally, some way I can get this burden off and go live my life and feel secure at the same time.
Yes.
Bravo. Great. Well, Patissa, I wanted to turn to you now and say, what advice do you have for people who are watching today about how to be and stay passionate about their work and their life?
Well, for me, I think one thing is I really believe love is a big part of being passionate about whatever it is you do. And I have a little thing that I like to recommend women do, and that is just look in the mirror every day at yourself as often as you can and start to tell yourself how much you love yourself. And, we have to be kind to ourselves and gentle, and we have to treat ourselves like we would treat our best friends. Um, Better yet, could you imagine if your favorite celebrity came to your door and, you wouldn't go, oh, I don't like you. I don't, no, you'd be all over them like, oh my gosh, I love you. I love you. So I think we should treat ourselves more like that. And that'll also help you feel more passionate about yourself and about, things that you want to do in life.
Yeah, because when you're not happy on the inside, it's hard to feel passionate about anything.
Yes, it
Um,
is.
and both of you are talking about where you place your focus on loving yourself, on
Yes.
what you love to teach. And so, Kiara, I thought I'd go over to you and ask you about now what advice you have for people to stay passionate in their life.
I think the best advice that I have really is to manage and regulate emotions. And one of the ways that I have found really helpful for me and my clients is to use what I call the pause button. So when we're taken or in hot water with our emotions, we often don't make the best decisions for ourselves. So pressing the pause button and waiting for these emotions to subside and really taking a step back and looking at something more objectively so that we're able to come to it from a different space, that truly allows people to make the best decisions still within their passion, because we tend to be out of center when we are navigating our emotions. So that's the greatest takeaway, and what I found really helps my clients and myself.
Yeah, press that pause button in whatever way works for them to press that pause button, but recognize that when you're in the heat of that moment, is not the good time to make decisions about what you're passionate about. So I
Yeah.
love, that's great. I love that all of you are passionate about helping people stay in their passions, right? Inspiring them through your writing, through your Reiki work, through your financial coaching is fabulous because, we don't have to do this alone, and we can get to our passions. And what else is there to, makes life more fulfilling? That if you have, like Patricia, you were saying, love for yourself and others, and Kiara, you've pressed that pause button. You've really nurtured yourself, and Gloria, you've inspired people to teach about what they're passionate about, and also delegate what they're not. It's like, wow, you three are a power team of passion building. So welcome. So let's get to know you a little bit more. So Gloria, maybe you can tell us a little bit more about what you do and who you do it for.
Oh, okay, great. Well, I am a financial professional. I run an insurance agency. I'm a former financial advisor, and I work with a kind of a mixture of clientele. Most of them are educators, but I mainly work with people that really want to live out their dreams. They want to live out their passions. They've obviously determined that I need some help in making sure that I'm able to reap the rewards of my hard work. They want to reap the fruits of their rewards. And so they contact me, and I sit down with them and just find out really what they are passionate about. Are they passionate about retiring at age 60? And if they say yes, and then they hire me. And so we really get a chance to really look deep inside of them to find out, what are your objectives? What are your goals? What is it that you really wanted to do all your life? When you retire, what do you want to do for, next year, for your next year's vacation? Do you want to go to Paris? Do you want to go to Australia? Just where? And so you get to talk to people to really find out, what is this love in their heart? What is it that they really want to achieve? And I'm glad that I'm and honored that I'm able to help them to achieve that, because I'm listening to what they want, and I'm there to help them achieve those dreams and desires.
And do you have an example story about how you help somebody?
I do. This takes me back a couple years, but I met this one man, and for years I would come into the school and talk to him, and he would just avoid me, and I was just determined just to kind of introduce myself and to kind of see why. So I introduced myself to him, and we sat down and talked. And oddly enough for him, he allowed me to be his financial advisor. He opened up, and he had the opportunity to see me for who I was, someone who had expertise in the financial service arena, not a woman. And that was the reason why he didn't contact me earlier, or we didn't make the connection, because I was female. But we were able to work together, and I was able to help him realize his goal of retiring with over $500,000. And it was pushing him to see that he had two jobs. If he just invested the income from the second job over a period of years, he would be able to really achieve his goal and surpass it. So it was just an ideal that I gave him, that he believed in, and we executed it. And then he was able to reap the rewards.
Excellent.
So I'm so excited about that sometimes other people can see what you don't see, and then influence you and show you by demonstration that you can achieve exactly what you want if you just have a little help. And so we were able to do that. So that was very exciting for me.
That is exciting and really a gift. So thank you for making dreams come true and helping people stay passionate. So Patricia, tell me about you. Who do you work with? What do you do in the world? What are you inspired? What's your passion?
My passion is to see women really do what it is they want to do in life. If it's When my son turned 18, I used to always say, okay, it's my turn. It's my time now. I want to go out. I want to play. I want to have fun. And so that was kind of my goal. I had already written some books, and once I found out about WSA, I got involved with the Voices of the 21st Century: Resilient Women Who Rise and Make a Difference, and that book really is really what I stand for. I want women to, even though we've been through a lot, I want them to go out, set your goals. If you have goals, I mean, it could be a small thing. It could be knitting. It could be learning how to ride a bike. I just want women to really succeed at what it is they want to do in life, especially women over 40.
Do
We've
you
done
have
so
a
much.
story about either how you got into writing or a woman over 40 you inspired?
I do. Some years ago, I was a Sunday school teacher, and the young lady that taught me how to write up the uh, programs for the kids and things like that, she always wanted to go back to college. She was actually a daycare center worker, and she took care of babies. And she told me one day that she wanted to go back to college, but that she was afraid. And so I asked her, why, what happened? Why are you afraid? And she said that she didn't feel like she could pass the math course because she had tried it and she had failed at one time. And so I encouraged her, and I kept encouraging her every Sunday, come on, you can do this. Don't let this be the thing that stopped you, because a lot of us do have things that have stopped us in the past. And, you look back and then you regret, oh, I should have done it. And so a couple of years later, she decided to go back to school. And believe it or not, now she is working on her master's degree. She passed that math class the first time around, and she's working on her master's. So I love encouraging women. I want us all to succeed, and just do whatever it is we want to do.
That's so amazing what the power of a little bit of encouragement can do to spur someone to take action on their passions.
Yes.
Thank you for being that in the world. And Kiara, let's talk about you. Tell us a little bit more about what do you do, who do you work with, and what do you love about that?
Thank you, Laura. So I work with humans and animals. So I'm a reinvention specialist and a life transitions advisor. So I support individuals who are going through great stresses and traumas and allow them to find a safety container to be able to reframe and to work through these emotions and these experiences. But I also am very much involved in the human-animal bond. So I'm the founder for the Society for Animal Consciousness, and we really do look at how animals and humans bond, how we can strengthen relationships, and also looking at consciousness from an animal's perspective. So it's quite interesting.
That's fascinating. Do you have either a story about how you got into that or how you help someone with that human animal
I have
consciousness bond?
many stories. So one that's quite recent and I think is quite pertinent was I went to see a dog and they're human, because when I do animal communications and energy kind of healing with animals and acupressure, inevitably the human animal bond is involved. So both animal and human are always involved. And this particular dog was a rescue and he had had some PTSD. And before I went there, the human told me, well, he doesn't go to people, he doesn't do this, and could you help me with this? And by the end of the session, well, first of all, when I came in, he was all over me, and she was, this isn't normal, this is not my dog. And after we'd done a brain balance and we'd done some energy healing and we'd done some communication, he never left my side and he changed. And their bond changed. So for me, going there with that passion that I have, sharing it in humbleness and coming from the heart-centered space and heart coherence, being able to see the change is life-changing for me. So it's a mutual shared gift, which I think is invaluable for both the human, the animal, and myself.
You pointed out something really extraordinary that I want to bring to this, show, because it's all about how to stay passionate. But the fact is, all three of you ladies are passionate about what you do. And as a result, your passion is making a difference and helping people connect back to their passion, helps them make a difference. And there's this huge ripple effect of positive results in the world, that bringing people together, bringing people and animals together, bringing people to their, financial safety and security and feeling that they can live their passions, inspiring women and to go for their dreams and goals. I mean, all of you, Gloria, Patricia, Chiara, wow, the impact you're making is huge. And thank you for that. And that's what we do here at Women Speakers Association. We attract women like you who are making a big difference. We like to showcase you. We like to let people know you're available to help get them back into their passions and, spread the word, keep this positive rippling going on. So if anybody's out there and you want to check out more about Women Speakers Association, simply go to joinwsa.com and learn more. But in the meantime, I want to also check back with each of you about what are you passionate about Women Speakers Association? What's the value that it is for you? So Gloria, would you like to share?
Yes. What attracted me to the organization was the friendship. The first time I, got a chance to see everybody was that I felt the energy, believe it or not, you know, um, right away. So the friendship, the association, and just the support, just everyone is working on one accord. And that's to help each one become all they can be. And I just love that. And I was able to feel that energy from the beginning. So I'm so humble and excited to be a part of WSA.
Well, great to have you here. Thank you so much. And Patisa, what brought you here?
Actually, a friend of mine invited me to one of the connectors meetings, and she just said, "Oh, at 2 o'clock we're going to go on a virtual live program," and I'm like, "Okay." She didn't tell me what it was about, so when I got on, Anita was speaking, and she was she started asking us questions, and I'm like, "Wait, I didn't know we were going to have to speak," and things like that. So, but once it was over, I said, both of us looked at each other and we were like, this is definitely for us, because we just felt so much love, so much support, that we were sort of starting out as authors, and we just knew that this connection, because to me, women, we are so important. We have such a love for each other, and when we get together and we connect, that's one of my favorite things, is when my friends come together and we may have a little dinner or whatever. We just really support each other. So Women Speakers Association has so much to offer. There's videos on learning, teaching you how to work your author program, and business, and Gail is just really amazing. She's phenomenal. She has like really touched me and reached out to me, and if I need help, and you as well, Laura. Everyone is just so just so amazing. It's us women. We just work together, and we make it happen.
Women inspiring women. I love it. Thank you. And Kiara, what's the value of Women Speakers Association for you?
Well, I want to echo what Gloria and Patricia have said. At the same time, I also would like to add that, being able to be a part of the Women Speakers Association is a true honor. And it's a privilege, because not only do we lift each other up as women, we illuminate the path for each other to find our voice, to find out who we are and the truth of who we are. And I think for me, that was really the big draw, to be able to connect with other women who are successful, or are trying to find clarity of their voice, trying to find maybe a depth of their voice so that they can move forward, and illuminating the path for each other. It's just, it really is a gift on both sides. And again, I'd like to also shout out to Gail and all her team, including you, because you're all amazing, and to be able to bring this association for everybody to be able to actually illuminate the path for each other, which is I don't have any other words. That's it.
Thank you so much. I think you've done quite well. And I love that word, illuminating. And all three of you have talked about the collaborative aspect of this organization. And I think that's what really draws people in, is that sense. Not only do we say we do a lot of collaboration, we actually live it, we eat it, we speak it, we breathe it type of processes that you'll see once you step in. So we welcome new members in any time, and we'll be back again with another fabulous edition of Women Speakers Associations, the WSA TV Women Premiere Show. So thank you, ladies. Bye for now. Take good care. Be passionate.
Bye.
Bye.